That's all right. You got to get more organized. Well, I want to do my turbo tab.
Okay.
Turbo tab.
Woo!
This is a silly one, but it's one that saved somebody's butt recently and almost saved somebody else's butt not too long ago.
I'm just enjoying the graphic.
So I want to cover this. We're going to do a little bit of Cricut tonight.
Okay.
Cricut making talk, because it's been a while, and I love my Cricut. The question came up, I have a fabric mat. This is brand new, so it's really sticky. And you can tell it's really sticky, because listen.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. That's going to hold just fine. If you hold up your mat and this thing falls off, if this thing doesn't stick on your mat anymore,
That's probably not
that's
sticky.
a sign it's not very sticky anymore. Okay, that's the first thing. Is this falls off, that means your mat's not sticky anymore. So it takes quite a while for that to happen, but when it does happen, it doesn't mean you have to throw your board away.
Is it like those little? Remember those little rubber sticky hands you could get as a kid that you like threw it and it stuck to the wall?
Well, we wash ours.
I'm just saying that
Yes,
if you wash
it's like-
those with like dish soap, then it would be sticky again.
And we do that.
Okay.
And it gets sticky again. But at some point, even that doesn't re-stick your board. And you can, I don't even know how many times I wash mine, but I wash them over and over again. But let's say you
I would
wash
just sit there
it,
and peel that off because it would just be fun to do it. Just be like, let's do it, peel it.
you wash
You ever-
it, and it's not sticky anymore, okay?
You ever sit in somebody's car that they still have the plastic on the radio because they never peeled it off, and you want to peel it off
Now,
because
when I
it's like
interrupted you, it at least had to do with the subject at
it's
hand.
the stickiness.
You know.
They're gonna go home with a black eye, and Sarah's gonna be like, "Who beat me to it?"
The question came up, how about using 505?
Yes.
And the answer is yes, feel free. But the disclaimer is once you get to the point where you're putting 505 on here, you will continually be putting 505 on here. It will not clean anymore like you're used to seeing
No,
it
my
clean.
question is, how much does this mat cost?
Well, it depends on where you buy them.
They're like $19.95, right?
Well, Becky gets them for less money.
Yeah, but I'm
this
just doing the math for people. And a can of 505 is what? $19.95.
$19.99.
So why not just buy a new mat at that point?
What? No, because you don't need to do the whole mat and you don't need to do it every time.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And you can just do your material if you want. You can go like this on the materials. I'm doing it. Okay, here's what happened. They were in a situation where they couldn't just go get a new mat. Okay? They couldn't just go get a new mat. They didn't have a mat.
I'm trying to imagine that situation.
And they had to cut it out. It was
The zombie apocalypse and the zombies came in.
They're at a retreat.
yeah, but they were capable of going.
Or it's like that Bird Box movie where you can't go outside because the demons are going to get you.
Yes. They couldn't run out and get a mat.
Okay, I got you.
Fabric mats aren't always in stock around here. Sometimes you have to order them, and then it takes a while. Blah blah blah. Anyway, my point is you can
Okay.
use this, but don't use it on a brand new mat because
Okay.
it's gonna not clean like before you put it on here. But if you got an old decrepit mat and you're in serious trouble and you got to get something cut, you can use this, and you don't need to go shh everywhere. You can just go a few spots, and you're good to go. A few spots, or you can do a few spots on your fabric, and it will last more than one fabric cut. Maybe 4 before you have to spritz it again.
Okay.
Somebody asked me about putting on repositional spray. They make always doesn't, like this is temporary, it goes
Yeah.
away. That's why I know it's safe for your fabric. It works, it won't come up your needle, blah, blah, blah. Repositional spray is not the same thing, and it does not like going through your sewing machine on the back of your fabric. So do not put that on your
Can you
fabric
say
mats.
you know this from experience? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because the way you're saying that makes me think you've got
It's
a fantastic story.
And it always stays gummy. This will tend to, if you use it on fabric after a while, it's okay. It just goes away. It's temporary. The other stuff is not temporary. It's repositional all the time. Therefore,
Becky,
it's on the back of your fabric all the time till you wash it.
If
Yes,
you use-
Brenda, do you have a question in the
I have a
audience?
question.
Yes.
And live studio audience participation. Wow.
Yes.
If you spray your fabric
Yes.
instead of the board,
Mm-hmm.
will the board still clean?
I don't know. I did not try that. My guess is it must leave some on the board as well, because the fabric is then stuck to the board. Just like when you peel your fabric off, you'll feel a little bit on the fabric for a short amount of time,
Okay,
and then the stickiness eventually just goes away.
so if you wait until the stickiness goes away, you should be able to wash it then.
Would you like to do that experiment for me?
I don't have one that isn't sticky.
Oh, I know. I do, and I forgot to bring it. It's really bad. I can't bear to ever throw them away. And you don't know, it does, and when you're in a pinch, I know, I buy
No,
my
I'm just saying
mats all
there's
the
probably
time,
some
but
cool
when you're
stuff you
in
can
a
make out
pinch,
of it.
or sometimes you just have something that for some reason isn't sticking well.